Recording in progress.
A2000 EST OCOEE. Yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, hey. I need peace, I need love, I need everything that's coming from above. I need peace, I need love, I need everything that's coming from above. I'm with my dog, ay. Birds of a feather, we gon' fly together. Ay, we gon' rock forever like it's heavy metal. I ain't Christopher Columbus, I would never settle. I ain't Lewis, I ain't Clark, I would never settle. God told me I'm Olympic, for real. Ay, seek the kingdom, why you simping, for real? Why you talking, you should listen, for real. All this jaywalking got me limping, for real. Hey, jaywalking, hey, Jesus walking, hey, Jesus talking. Yo, big faith, yeah, I need a whole lot of that way, where I'm about to go like amigo. Can't see the vision that you can't be me amigos. I call up my girl and then we pull up to the Rego. That's the only time we pay to see you acting way different. Way different. Same book, but the page different. The page different. Is it cliche to say I'm lane switching? Well, I'm lane switching. Hold on, let me put my turning signal on. So
okay, let's go.
Only two things that I need is peace. I need love.
Yeah. Happy Friday. Let's go.
I need love. I need everything that's coming from up. They like, how he, who he, what is this? Hey, my studio is wherever I sit. Hey, I plug in the microphone and there you hear that.
How y'all feeling? Click, click, click. Okay.
Hey, way it hit them like, whoa, man. Hey, make them do the uh-oh, man.
All right, let's rock and roll.
Came up with, whoa, man. Flow electric, this is not a slow dance. Not a slow
Rafi in the
dance.
house.
We come together and we pray and hold.
Big dog, baby, big dog. All right, let's do this.
They have no escape plan. Yeah, no plan. Yeah, no plan.
Okay,
Actually,
we got motion.
So he planned it. Hey, set the bar high, he the code, so I scanned it. Hey, we saving souls on the campus. Hey, but this ain't no religion, we ain't following your antics. Hey, thank you, Lord, I should like a praying mantis.
All right, cool. I think we're good.
See me sink Titanic.
Yeah, man.
Never out,
we're good to
but
go.
I'm outlanded. Even when I'm out, soon as I land, back to the beach, back to the
How you guys feeling? Welcome in, welcome
two
in.
things that I need is peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming
All right.
from above.
Let's do this. Welcome in everyone. Happy Friday. Welcome back to another live stream. New York session time. Let's do it. Z Gamer in the house. Let's go. YOLO Trader is in the building. My man. Energy is here. Who else? Stewie B in the house. Who else? Nico in the building. What up, Engineer 14? Vishal is here. What's good, my boy? 3 ants in the house. What up, Eric P? What up, Matt? Good morning, Tamra. Congratulations. New funded trader. Let's go. Now you can tell people you're a funded trader. Gotham in the house. What up, Isam? How we doing, bro? How we doing? Oh, snap. We're breaking Zoom again. OGH in the building. Look at, you guys see this? This is what happened. This is my life. Look at this thing. Just keeps running up. Yeah, so that's why I be missing the comments sometimes, man. Damn. All right, Yogi in the house. What up, Yogi? Futures lore in the building. You see what I mean? Here? All right. Louis G in the building. Let's go. GOT. OCOEE. Janosh. What up, Janosh? What up, Chill Spot? What's good? Financial Freedom in the building. What's good? What up, Elijah? All right. Well, welcome in. We got some motion here today on this lovely Friday. Clubhouse bags are full. Are our bags full or what? We're gonna attempt to get a hat trick here today, but we got some green on the table, right? We don't want to give that away, so. DeMarco in the building, baby. There he is. Nah, there's too much motion over here in the clubhouse. Too much motion. Where is the clubhouse here? Where are they? Let's see what these guys got going on here, man. What up, boys? What up, Juan? Daisy in the house. What's goody? What's up, Andrew? How y'all doing? Balkan in the building. What up? Allison Stewart in the house. Let's go. Mr. DJ Scratches. Rafi's in the house bright and early today. All right. Anyway, let's get the party started here, man. Quit the gibbering and the jabbering, man. All right. Let's do something. Let me give me a sec. I just want to close my door here in the office before I wake up the whole family. Probably already did. Give me just 1 second. All right, let's do it. Did I see young Chris in the house? I think I did. I might have. All right, what's up, Arrow Sassy? Anyway, let's go ahead and get started, my friends. Welcome in. It is Friday, last day of the week, midway through May, and we're looking pretty damn good, man. Pretty damn good. So let's go ahead and pray. Let's give thanks for all that, and then we will start our mission here today. Cool. If you guys can like the stream, give the stream a like here. Let me pray for you, and we'll begin here. Father in heaven, Lord, we just thank you for this day. We thank you for this week. We thank you for what you're doing within this community, Lord. We just give you all the glory for all the success that we're seeing. We know that it comes from you and through you, Lord, and I just thank you for using me to step up to this microphone and speak life into people, speak hope into people, speak wealth into people, speak abundance into them, Lord, and I pray that they would receive it, Lord. I pray that they would have ears to hear, a mind to understand, Lord, and the actions to go out and make this thing happen, Lord. We thank you for blessing us with the vision, and we know that it's up to us to do the work here. So, Lord, we just give you the glory for blessing that work and blessing whatever our hands touch. And I pray for your people that come in and out of this live stream today, Lord, that you would speak to them, Lord, in dreams and in visions, and that you would empower them, Lord, to go after everything you've called them to be. So we thank you for it, and Lord, we just give you the glory. In Jesus' name, amen. W's. G-O-D. Best 3 letters. All right, let's get started. Excuse me, part of my voice here. Been up since I don't even know, yesterday. Took a little 2-hour nap. That's not a Drake song. It's not a Drake song. His name is Caleb Gordon. You talking about this one, right? That ain't Drake, man. Drake can't do this. Drake can't do this. Come on. OCOEE. Anyway, man, let's go ahead and get started. Let's talk about today. Today is May 16th, right? So we're midway through May. It is Friday. It's the last day of the week. You're good, brother. You're good. It's the last day of the week, and we are green. We are green on the day. We are green on the week. We are green on the month, and we're going to stay green today by all means, right? We've taken trades in Asian. We've taken trades in London. We've taken trades in pre-New York, and everyone's bag should be just about full. Hopefully you left maybe a little bit on the top for some pips here during the New York session, but all is well here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the technicals. Keep in mind we do have some red folders coming in today at 10 a.m. Let me just lower this music. I feel like it's maybe a little too loud. Zoom, how are we feeling about the music? Volume levels are okay, or it's low? Okay, I want it low. I don't know what that means though. Good or bad? Lower. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's just turn the music off pretty much for the breakdown here. That should be good. You have to be specific, man. Specific. All right, let's talk about this. Let's move into the charts here. Again, keep in mind, there's nothing much happening right now. There's a couple yellow folders going on right here, right now. But other than that, we're pretty clean up until 10. 10, we're going to get these two red folders. It looks like they're expecting higher numbers here, so we'll see how everything plays out with the prelims. But let's go ahead and dive into the charts, some technicals. Let's see what we got going on here on Goldie. And let's get into it here. If you guys can, give the stream a like for me, please, and sub to the channel. And let's lock in and do a quick breakdown, because we've been honestly following price to the T every single step of the way this week, this month, and probably pretty much this year, right? So let's talk about gold here, because keep in mind we were in a very, very important range here, right? So price was kind of sitting. Let me make this yellow. Price had this support sitting right here, right? We also had a resistance. I would more so say here. We got a couple fake outs, right, that came back in the range. And then ultimately price kind of was able to travel down, right? So we were able to travel down into this support level. And then we came up short on, I forget what day that was, Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday. I think this is Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday here, right? Yeah, so Wednesday we did end up closing below, and below this support is what I'm talking about, and below there is all clean range to the left hand side, right? So you would expect the next candle to potentially make a top wick and then push down. Now my experience on gold specifically is anytime the higher time frames have a major breakout like you see this one here with all that clean range to the left, typically the very next candle, meaning this one, will not be the driving candle. Very rarely does that happen, where the next candle ends up just ripping down. So typically gold will put up a little bit of fight. It will try and retest certain ranges, and then it will go ahead and fill the obvious range. So I think this candle here was well anticipated, right? I think if you go back to the breakdowns over the last couple days, you will see we drew this exact price action out right here on basically every single breakdown this week. So we are playing out to the T here. If you do get a bearish closure today, like Monday and Tuesday are going to be pretty good days to go to look to short gold here, right? If we can close something like that, then man, Monday and Tuesday we should go ahead and fill that range there. If we don't fill it today, right? You never know, we might fill it today. Gold is very, very bearish here at the moment. Let's talk about these candles here, right? You had a bullish closure here that came and closed with no top wick, right? No top wick. And I guess what we did here was we probably respected this zone right here. So there's two supports, right? One was here, excuse me, and then one was here, right? So we can X out the bottom one and say, hey, price is respecting this level right here. So we have a breakthrough, breakout, whatever you want to call it, retest, and now we could potentially go ahead and fill that range here. So that's just some information on the daily, which is very important for us to have here. Let's take a look at the 4 hour now. So the 4 hour has been ripping. We left with no top wick here on the 4 hour, and we should fill this range here, right? We should come down. We should have no problem filling that support. at some point, you know, throughout this New York session here. So let's see what the 1 hour looks like. 1 hour has been moving down for a little bit. I think it's safe to say the 1 hour probably going to need a little bit of a pullback. So maybe a bullish closure and then somewhat of a bearish closure back below, and we can continue to see the range fill, or, you know, maybe just some random impulsive rip down here, right? And then price starts to move bullish after tapping target today. You know, we don't know. We got to wait for that. But there's a couple different ways this can go about. Let's see what the 30-minute looks like. 30-minute creating support here. 15 in a little bit of a range. So, yeah, we're just chilling now. You know, we're chilling, waiting for price to move on up here. So that's pretty much it. We got no bottom wick here. There's no price action. There's no market structure outside of the 15-minute, and maybe we got something here on the 5-minute. So that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We've been shorting gold all night. We've been shorting gold for hours now. Right, over the last like 9 hours, we've just been selling gold in the clubhouse. So we'll see what happens here, and if we can, you know, make some more moves down. Cool. So really no price action on anything just yet, outside of like a 15-minute time frame here. So we'll see what happens with NY Open. You got a 30 closure coming up in 5, and we'll go from there. We will go from there. I am in probably gonna go low risk today because I'm currently sitting up like over $5,000 today. Excuse me. Yeah, 1,800, almost 1,900 times 3. So I am big chilling. These are all funded live accounts too. So yeah, it's a good day in the clubhouse, man. Onion play pullback. Yeah, something like that. Let's see. The power of the copy trader, man. The power of the copy trader. I think I'm up $5,700 today. It's one of my biggest days of the year. Let's see here. Show us the trades. Let's take a look at some of these trades here. So let me get them popped up. 1 sec. How y'all doing today? How'd you guys doing? Did you guys trade London? Magnus called out a beauty in London. Beauty. Break of the daily lows. Break of the 4-hour lows. Johnny Gems just pulled the trigger on something just perfect in pre-New York. So we've been milking gold here. What am I doing again? Trade Zealot. Gold became our own personal cash cow here today. All right, so let's see here. So let's start off because I did take a loss last night. Let me just find everything. All right, I think this is it. Hold on 1 sec. Yo, what has TradeZella done? Did they do some updates or? All right, let's see here. Where the heck is it? Hold on 1 sec. I'm trying to find the image. I know it's here somewhere. I know it. Do you have to like save the images now in TradeZella? No, right? Oh, okay. Here it is. Okay, cool. I got it. So yeah, so this one right here, this was a loss taken on this was on the no, this was on gold. Yeah. So we were trying to short gold here. And took this loss here. So basically, celery play entry was kind of down here. Obviously, it wasn't the best looking celery play. Plus, there was very little to no bottom wick. I think this could have been a trade I could have avoided. Yeah. So everything looked good outside of two things. Number one, this was the previous 1 hour candle. It had very little to no bottom wick. And number two, I got activated in this trade all within the last like 3 minutes of the I think it was the 30-minute candle. So yeah, that didn't go as planned. I should have probably never even had this sell stop, but within 3 minutes of the next candle, I probably should have deleted it, right, and could have avoided that loss. But that was one loss I did take, so I was trying to short the market there. So that was that, and then this was the winner. Oh yeah, this was on NQ. Yeah, this is the winner here. So went right back at it, and so this is where I took the loss there. And then a little while later, I think it was like an hour later, yeah, an hour later, this showed up. So I kept stops below the previous low, entered on the current candle high, and then just popped up there. So basically got my loss back, pretty much got back to break even on those two trades. And then let's see what we got the pre-London, which was, I'm sorry, no, that was during London, right? Yeah, that was actually 4 a.m. So that was actually after London open. Let me pop it up. My bad. I'm very unorganized here today. Yeah, here it is. So this was the London. I mean, this was a beauty here. So you had the break of these were actually the break of the other lows. I think most of you guys had the sell stops on the break of those lows. I just kept them here because I wanted to size up a little bit and I wanted a tight stop. So I entered on the current candle. I think Magnus might have entered on the previous one. I think, yeah. And this was a beauty. The goal was to fill the wick, right? We talked about this wick getting filled an hour before that, right? An hour before that actually ever happened. And yeah, man. So we filled the wick. I got the heck out of there right there, and that was it. That was it. So that was beauty in London here. Tried to get into some sells earlier on and whatnot too, but gold's on a mission here, man. Just unbelievable volatility. What up, C Melly? Losses are inevitable. Yep, you just gotta take them and then see, hey, could I have avoided it? Could I have done anything better? I think everything for that loss, everything lined up to be a really good winning trade outside of, again, the fact that the 1 hour candle had no bottom wick, right? Or at least very little to no bottom wick. And then the execution happened within the last like 3 minutes of the candle. So that was my fault. That was basically a human error, right? Like the system tells me to delete before there's 2 or 3 minutes left. So it is what it is. You take your loss and pay your expense and you move on. What's up, Ronnie? Good morning, Traders X. Caught that move also. Very nice. George VDM caught the move as well. Was in the London sesh with us. Yes, sir. Sounded amazing. Doesn't George have a great voice when he has a little cold when he sings? Man, he was singing for us and all that. It was amazing. All right, let me pop into the Clubhouse chat here. Let's see what we got. Let's see. How we doing, man? How is everyone doing? Good to see y'all. I had a little daddy duty thing go on too towards the end of London, but I was still able to snag them with y'all. Did I hear Magnus right? Did he say he was gonna do daddy duty too or something like that? Like, towards the end of the stream? I didn't know they were getting ready to have children. Wow, that's so amazing. Children are such a blessing. He did indeed. I was skeptical about the trade in London because the 30-minute support to the left. Why is it considered as a wick to fill, not a support to be cautious of? Yeah, that's a great question. So from the very jump, I never really feared that. So that's what you call a minor level of support, right? So anything like, I think it was over here, right? Was this it? Where was it? Let me pull the picture back up. So that's a minor level of support, right? So anytime you have minor levels of support, if there's high volume, those are going to get just blasted through. So look at that support, right? As opposed to, let me draw here real quick. Look at this support here. And think about it. Would you say that this support is as strong as maybe this support by looking at it? I wouldn't say so, right? I just think this was a little pullback for price to continue ripping up. And if that wasn't there, it would just be clean traffic. Like imagine if that wasn't there. So this is where you can go maybe break even on trades or whatnot, but just understand that when there's a lot of volume in the market, which at that point there was, I know it was after London Open or whatever, but there was clearly a lot of volatility in the market, right? Still. So once that volatility comes in, little zones like this tend to just get we call the volume like dynamite, you know, so they just push straight through those zones. And again, when you have a lot of volatility, what tends to happen is you'll get wicks to get filled. So you got to pay attention what's happening to the left, right? And obviously experience has really taught me this more than anything, but you know, a targeted area when you have just clean range moving down, you don't know where to target at that point, right? You're like, where do I even take my profits? So I've always learned here and noticed that wicks during high times of volume, wicks will tend to get filled. So maybe that candle will keep driving, but I'm always closing up my shop right at that wick fill. That's why I have that purple line there. Yeah, and again, you know, with time, you'll understand this more. Like I said, experience probably taught me this more than anything. But that's kind of, you know, what I would say. What's up, Paul? C. Melly, how we feeling? C. Melly, what's up, man? What's up? Next weekend, what are we doing, bro? What are we doing? I still got your golf cleats over here, so you're gonna have to come pick those up, man. They can't stay at my house for another week, so I'm gonna have to force you to come get them and play some golf with me this weekend, next weekend. Got paid out my 3 times funded accounts on top one XFA. Beautiful, bro. 4 50K accounts passed. Seems so far 1 or 2 months ago before I came to TTE. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. Proud of you, bro. Oh, I'll tell you why they're paused. You have to go into your account. There's on the left-hand side, there's a bunch of tabs. I think it says like contracts. You just got to agree. You got to sign the agreement. And then you're good, brother. Congrats. So let me read this again. So I got paid out on 3 of my funded accounts with top one of my XFA. So, okay, so on 4 50Ks. Perfect, bro. Beautiful. Way to go, man. I love that. You know, that seems to be like the tone of the clubhouse is like, hey, 1 or 2 months ago, I wouldn't even expect to do what I'm doing now, or 2 or 3 months ago, I wouldn't even expect to be here. And that's music to my ears, man. Like that tells me that we're doing a great job at leading from the front, explaining the trades. You know, in the webinars, we're doing a great job at building your belief, teaching you the technicals, giving you all the skills and the confidence that you need to go out and really do things that you haven't done before in the past. And a lot of it does have to do with technicals, but I'll be honest, a lot more of it has to do with your belief level. And that's one of the big things that the clubhouse offers, is the opportunity to be around like-minded winners, you know, every single day, multiple times a day, and within the clubhouse. And you know, it just, if you're around a bunch of winners for long enough, you tend to start winning. So that's just music to my ears, man. W. Good stuff. Good stuff. Say less, C. Melly. Let's do it, brother. What is that? What date is that? That's the 23rd, 24. Let's lock that in, man. Let's lock it in. Yeah, very happy for you guys, for real, man. Like, you know, proud is one word, but happy is another, because I'm sincerely happy for you guys. You know, I know what it's like to just grind and commit for a long time and put in the work and not really get much from it. But you know, it's nice to see the fruits of your labor start to pop up a little bit. Yeah, top one, the managing, I probably have to lose maybe like $300 here today or something. I don't know, but it's not that off, so I think I'll be all right. But I might have to lose a couple bucks. Joining next week? Oh, nice. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, hey, come into the clubhouse, gang. Give it 1 month, and let's level up. Straight up. Let's go after it. Let's go get it. Commit. Do your best, the best that you can, and watch how things begin to change for you. We got a big podcast coming up tomorrow. Big podcast for those that want. We're going to be giving away, I think, 6 or 7 50K funded accounts during the premiere of the podcast. So, yeah, man, it's going to be a good one. I think it starts at 8 a.m. Yeah, 8 a.m. Eastern. If you want to become the best trader, focus on bettering yourself. You know, things that we talk about all the time here. Go show some love. This is going to be 8 a.m. tomorrow on the ASFX podcast. Let me send it to y'all. I want to see TTE deep, man, deep. I want to just blow everyone's mind from ASFX. Like they're gonna be typing in the chat with their homies and their friends, and then they're just gonna be like, "Hey, where'd my friends go?" It's just a swarm of TTE warriors, my killers, my warriors. Anyone else took the buys? I did not. I'm way too bearish, I think, right now for me to take a buy. Yeah, maybe like a range 2 buy or something, but yeah, other than that, I'd rather like let that pull back and maybe sell a little bit later. Yeah, I appreciate you guys supporting, showing love and all that, and being there on the podcast. It's amazing, man. It's an amazing feeling of like, even the last one that we did, right? Just amazing feeling for me to open up the pod and see the squad rolling deep in there and together and unified. And, you know, it's bigger than just some W's and some hype for me. It's like, you know, this team is unified. Like this team, there's something special in the spiritual realm that takes place when you have committed, unified individuals all pushing for a common dream, a common goal, sharing the same energy every single day. There's just something special about that doesn't meet the eye, right? And everyone benefits from it. Everyone. NQ, yeah, we could take a look here. Yeah, there, you see that? There was my trade from yesterday. Yeah, let's take a look here at the NASDAQ. So again, starting to continue up here. So we're moving bullish, and yeah, 4 hour looks like it's running into resistance though here. So the daily, I would say, does need a maybe. Would you guys say maybe a pullback or something? A little pullback on the daily. We've just been moving up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 over a week now straight. So yeah, I mean, this obviously we can keep moving, right? There's plenty of room to keep driving up. You don't want to just try and call the top here, but we'll see what's going to happen on the 4 hour chart, because the 4 hours got a range here. So we got support, we got resistance, and that's kind of our little range that we're currently in. Definitely a tradable range. Like, price is moving clean through it. Let's see what the 1 hour looks like. 1 hour, we got to make an adjustment here. Put that resistance up top. We also got to make an adjustment to our support and trap that up, close it up a little bit more. Take a look at the 30. 30 looks pretty good for supports. Let's see if we got any data to the left that we can see. Any clean range? Anything? Hello out there. Let's see. Oh, okay. So yeah, I mean, you can probably see a pop, right? Pop up to 593 there. Let's see what that looks like on the 4 hour. Yeah, I guess so. I guess that works. So yeah, 30-minute looks pretty clean. I would say, you know, maybe buys above, sells below. Sells look pretty good though. If you break that 4 hour low, because we're at that 4 hour resistance now. The daily, obviously, you know, it can keep going up, but this price action, you know, the next 4 hour, I don't really care where the daily wants to go by the end of the day. I just care about where it wants to go by the end of our session here, right? So if we can, you know, close weak here, maybe we break the lows on the next 4 hour and do something like that. And then that would just be clean sells below to fill that range right there. So that's probably what I'd look for today on NQ. Help trades run a little longer. Perfect, man. Perfect. Is there a video on the 4-hour candle and how you read it? Yeah. There's a how to create the session bias video in the course that I made, and that course is out now. It's not available yet to the public. It's in the Clubhouse. I'm gonna get some feedback from the Clubhouse members, and then I'm gonna tidy it up a little bit, and then I'm gonna make it public because a lot of you guys are asking about it. But let me get some feedback from the Clubhouse first, and then I'll go to work a little bit more, and then we'll release it. Losses avoided with break even on NQ celery. Okay, nice. The first trade I took overextended. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, the loss. Are you talking about the loss or the London trade? The Prather Trader is in the house. There he is. How you enjoying sunny Tampa, Florida? You enjoying the weather? It's been beautiful almost every day. Just caught 300 pips on sells. Oh man, I'm happy for you, G. Way to go, man. That's a Friday right there. It's Friday, yeah. YOLO Trader. I think we get YOLO Trader on video today, right? Is that what I heard? Man, who's calling me at 8:45 in the morning? Potential spam. Man, these people are crazy. Courses are dope. Awesome, man. I'm glad you guys are enjoying them. Give me some honest, like, good feedback. If there's any videos that you maybe hope to see that you didn't see, put them in that Clubhouse request channel, and I will definitely get on top of it. Am I going to upload the course on YouTube? No. Well, we are going to sell it, though. So it will be for sale. Oh, snap. Wait, I'm going to be a legit guru now because I'm selling a course, too. I don't know. I was thinking about just leaving it in the Clubhouse, to be honest. But I've gotten, like, a lot of messages to, like, put it out and make it public. So that's why I said, maybe I will after we, air it out in the Clubhouse a little bit. All ready for the July meetup? Yeah, man. Hey, if you think it's hot right now, just wait for July. Holy. Taking real detailed notes. Good, man. Good. Yeah, I've got some great feedback from you guys so far. Like, one guy was like, hey, man, I was literally watching one video. I opened up the chart, and that exact, like, concept was playing out in front of me. Took the trade, made money. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. So I tried to make the course extremely simple and extremely applicable. And it's not one of those courses where, you start the video, you're like, man, I cannot wait to learn about risk management in this video here that's 19 minutes long. And the guy's just like, yapping about God knows what for the first 10 minutes. And then he squeezes like his little risk management lecture in for like 3 minutes. And then he outros like his sales pitch on the last 2 minutes. It ain't like that. This ain't like your average course. This is straight to the point. 6-7 minute videos that are just jam packed with what you need to win on a day-to-day. They're easy to consume, easy to digest. That's why I did it that way. So that way people can move through it fairly quickly, and then you could say, hey, I really like that video about risk management, or I really like that video about understanding the playbook more. And you can go back to it and listen to it over and over again, because it's not 30 minutes long, right? It's 7 minutes long, it's 8 minutes long, it's 6 minutes long, so you could really get in there and digest it. Yes, yeah, I'm gonna have a pink Lambo here pretty soon. Just wait on it. I will, gang. I'll release it. Yeah, I will. But like I said, I do want to make it like really. I mean, I think it's really good right now, but I would love to make it even better for when I do like release it, publicly. Maybe in June. Yeah, let's do like 15 days of observation of getting some feedback, and I'll make some more videos, and then maybe June 1st we launch. But this is a course right here too. You know what I mean? And just because it's free, you know, doesn't mean that the value's not here. Every single day we're sharing what it takes to win, not only in trading but in life. So you can't associate the price tag with the value, right? You can show up here and it's free, and you can just, you know, come on in when you want and do whatever you want, but don't take it for granted. You know what I mean? The guy who's out there right now, you don't even know his name. We don't know his name. I don't know his name, but he's been just watching this live stream for the last 2.5 years, right? Just learning, growing, buckled down, right? And eventually we will know his name. But you know, he's taken or she's taken it serious, and that was me on Don's stream. That was me on Raja's stream. Is the guy in the back that never said anything, but I knew what I wanted and I knew where I was going, and I was gonna study to get there. So I studied, bro. I studied. So shout out to the guy that's studying out there, the girl that's studying, that we may or may not know your name right now. It doesn't matter. As long as you're honing in on the skill set, not taking this time for granted here, and applying what you're learning, you will win. Yeah, that's true. Most people do listen on 2x speed. Yeah, you're right. So now like a 7-minute video would be what, like 4? Let's lose some money today. I think I need to lose like $300. Yeah, these gold buys are struggling here. So a lot of struggle on the 5. We should get volume though. We have no volume here for NY Open. Let's get it, douche trade. Let's get it. I did post this a very long time ago. That's actually funny. TT traders, TT Quakers, man. I don't think anyone really quaked too much after this picture. I don't think so. But as I've been mentioning, you know, for literally the last 3 years, if you stay close to the fire here, if you stay tight to this group, you will improve your life. You will improve your trading. Like, you know, and, you know, eventually they will call you lucky. And as I've been saying every year, they're going to continue to call us lucky. Not because we're getting lucky, but because we're putting in the work, right? We're getting busy. We're getting busy. And people who get busy get lucky, right? People who get to work get lucky, right? But those that never put any work and just hope and wish and, you know, maybe it can happen, very slim chance that they're going to win. I love that. I love that. Sona Entertainment. Best way to stop overthinking? I don't think it's an overthinking problem. I think it's what you're thinking about is the problem. So thinking is a great thing, right? Thinking is, you know, Think and Grow Rich is the name of the book. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So there's nothing wrong with thinking or overthinking. It's just, what are you thinking, right? Are you thinking good thoughts of abundance, health, wealth, blessings, prosperity, joy, happiness, vision, future, optimism, or are you thinking negative thoughts, right? Doubt, fear, anxiety, depression, right? Confusion, right? What are the thoughts that you're thinking? And it's not that you need to stop thinking, it's that you need to change what your thoughts are. So focus on that. How do you do that? You get a list and you start to write down self-affirmations, right? Self-talk that you could literally look over at this piece of paper 100 times a day and say, and read it. I am blessed. I am healthy. I am well. I am profitable. I am a winner. I am a champion. I am a great husband. I am a great father. I'm a great leader, right? Or are you just going to think like negative about yourself? So it all starts with consciously improving, right? First becoming aware and then becoming, conscious of inputting the right thoughts into your mind and then creating the repetition and doing it every day. And then all of a sudden your mind, your subconscious mind will grab hold of that. And it'll say, okay, I am healthy. I am wealthy. Okay, I have permission to be abundant. I have permission to be optimistic, right? And that's how you change it. So, you know, it's not about like overthinking in general. It's just the proper thoughts have to go into the mind. Just like the right seeds and the right fertilization have to go into the garden, your mind is the same thing. And then once you begin to speak it, that takes on, so it's one thing to think it, right? But then it's another thing to speak it. And when you begin to speak it, now you truly ignite into the universe, right? A spark of that, what was once a thought. You spark it into the universe, and then it truly takes on a life of its own, right? We are energy, we are frequency, we are vibration. So if you don't understand that quite yet, that's okay, but that's what it is. Yeah, so just start thinking better thoughts, brother. That's all. Write them down. Write them down. And then what happens? You know what happens? It gets extremely powerful. All of a sudden now, because you've said these words over and over and over, you've created the repetition. Your mind now knows what's on the paper. So every time you look over at the paper or glance at it, your mind understands, I am making $10,000 a month. I am making $15,000 a month. I am abundant. I am wealthy. And your mind just reverts to it just by looking at the paper. You don't even have to notice it. Like you can walk by it, and that's why I have my goals right here, right here, right here, and in my wallet, because every time I glance, whether I know it or not, my subconscious mind is scanning that goal and continuing to make it a reality in the spiritual realm, and that's where it comes into the physical. And you guys have seen me do that many, many, many times at this point. It's not hocus pocus, it's hocus focus, baby. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. I'm trying to put y'all on game. All right. Johnny Gems. My killer. My warrior.
My brother.
My Stratonite.
That's my dog.
Who won't take
What's
no
good?
for an answer. Yo, y'all gotta watch Wolf of Wall Street this weekend, man. Classic.
What's poppin', brother?
Everything. You're what's poppin'.
Hey, bro, likewise.
Yeah.
You're poppin', bro. How you feeling?
Excellent, G. Amazing. I took a little nap. Feeling refreshed.
Nice. After London?
Yup. After London, caught you for a little bit of you for pre-New York, and then we got it rolling. Hold on, let me get you up here. Let's get him up.
What's good, chat? How we feeling? Good to be back.
Johnny
Another day, be patient, discipline to the plan. Stacking wins in our habits.
Rafi's here too. Oh, he's got the black AirPod Pro Max. Okay, I think I'm gonna go pick those up this weekend. I like that color.
Let's go, Rafi.
Right. How we doing?
My brothers, how are we feeling today?
Amazing, G.
How you doing?
Incredible.
Amazing, blessed and highly favored.
Man, I'm doing fantastic over here. How are we doing, chat? How are we feeling? It's Friday.
It's Friday, baby.
Happy Friday.
It's Focus Pocus.
Man, this week flew by.
Flew by, bro. The fact that it's Friday is crazy.
Yeah.
What a freaking week, man.
Every day to me seemed the same anyway, but Saturdays is different.
Yeah. Saturday, baby.
Saturdays are a different vibe.
We turned the Jets up this week. There's no doubt about it. No doubt about it, man. We I think 2 weeks. So for 2 weeks, we kind of dealt with very difficult price action. We had NFP, we had CPI, we had FOMC, we had the end of April, the beginning of May. It was crazy there, right? We had really good playbook setups, really good looks in the market, but price just didn't go our way. Price action just didn't want to jive with us, right? But I think it's safe to say that last week, about a week ago, when we took that one trade on the stream, I think it's been up since then. So I think the price action has smoothened out a bit for us, and everything's starting to click again.
Yep.
But guess what?
That's what happens.
Guess what? Not without a couple stragglers leaving the profitable system, to go venture out on their own into the wild, wild west of trading systems and strategies and communities. And now they will have to begin their whole journey all over again, when they could have just stayed steady, stayed on the beaten path, took the L's. And when I say the L's, I mean the lessons from the losses of that week or two, and moved on, and just could have had an extremely profitable week this week. But they're probably starting to fail while they're trying to learn another system. So that is the never-ending journey, the downward spiral, the revolving door of the typical average day trader. So you gotta, if you're gonna chew up on the wins with us, you gotta be willing to take the losses with us too, and let those times play out, and then get back to winning. So shout out to everyone that just stays standing on business and keeping it professional.
Yep. Sir.
Lovely.
YouTube had how to get
Yes,
my
sir.
journal. I don't use the spreadsheet journal anymore. I use TradeZella now, but you can hit !journal in the chat, and that will pop up my journal from the last 2 years. This year I have not used it. I've just tracked everything right here on TradeZella. Yeah, I think this journal's a little bit better just because it's just digital, you know what I mean? So I don't have to input everything, and it shows me everything I need to see, like all my trades, my playbook here, reports, playbooks, everything I need to see is right here. So I've just been using this one. I think it's just a little bit more modern, updated version. But the Excel spreadsheet did me right, man, for like 2 or 3 years. NQ sells. We did not close below on the NASDAQ, so no sells there for me or anything. But this range does look good, and when we get the opportunity, I would love to take advantage of it. Actually, I do have to take a loss here, so maybe I should take a sell here.
There's a nice 15 seller on gold, but no lower wick.
Yeah, that's fine. New hour candle here on gold. Like I said, I'm up almost $6,000 on the day. So I'm not taking anything unless it's there. I'm just here to help y'all answer your questions here today. See if we can catch a nice trade, but I'm not into anything that doesn't completely line up, and there's just no need. I've already been paid for my discipline and skill sets today. So unless it's truly there, I don't even care for it. It's going up on a Friday
today.
Huh?
Yeah.
We too rich on a Friday.
Souvenir.
Yeah. We just want something. We just want. I can't even make any more money, to be honest. Yeah, I can't even make any more money on top one. So. There will be losses. Yep, got to expect it. It's how you react. Yeah, I'm going to be dropping a YouTube video today or I think today I'm going to do the 1 to 2 trades a day one. But I also recorded one on how to treat trading like a business, and how to have that probability mindset and whatnot. So that's another thing I got coming, is a bunch of quick 6-7 minute YouTube videos of me just mobbing around in my car and just speaking whatever's on my mind. So I'm hoping I can stay consistent with that and just share my thoughts here and there on life, business, spirituality, trading, money, things like that, relationships, and make little 6-7 minute videos.
Money.
Yeah, man. Look, Jesus said you guys could do bigger things than me, right? So that's my whole thought, is I need to be leveraging the internet to really impact and inspire and get people to open up their Bibles a bit and develop a relationship with the Lord, right? So I want to get out here as much as I can, man, because I feel called to share this philosophy and this vision, and get people excited about their life and their mission and their calling, and just step it into that. So why not use the internet? I mean, I think if the apostles were around today, they'd be all over YouTube and, you know, TikTok and all that stuff, just sharing the good news. So I will do no different.
True. Peace out, Austin. Have a good day, bro.
Later, Austin. Peace, peace, peace. The video for top one, I wanted to make a little bit more money, so now I'm up. Yeah, I'll probably take it today. Yeah, I'll do it today. Yeah, I was trying
So
to
you
push
your-
over like 3 or 4K, so.
That's not like a bad like rule. Hit your 5% target.
Nah, it
Like
ain't.
hit a 5% target to take a payout.
Bro, that's what it's like in hedge funds and sales jobs. Like you got to hit quotas, you got to hit commissions, you got to hit,
100%.
you know, you got to do numbers if you want to get them.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, London was too fire, Cannon. Yeah, man. Need 50 pips? All right, let's get it. Can you explain the buy after the loss last night? Yeah, that one, that was this one right here. So that was about, I would say about 40, 45 minutes later. So you had a nice support form right here. This is on the 30-minute time frame. And then you had these candles. So just like we talk about in the course, right? How you have candles making, let me make it green here. So let me just demonstrate this, right? So you have this candle here, which created support. And most importantly, it made a low and a high, right? And then the next one came down, made a brand new low, brand new high, right? Broke the highs, closed above. And now, what are we looking at now? We're looking at what? A potential uptrend, right? In a candlestick formation. So now that this candle popped, you know, it made a little high right there. It came down to make the low. As it's breaking that high, we're most likely now, after making a new low, we're going to go make a new high here now, right? And I was just paying attention to like this area and obviously this area here too. So I didn't need all of it. I just wanted to push up, see if we can get that new high. And yeah, volume just happened to come in at the right time there, and that was the trade. So notice how we were in this lovely uptrend as price rejected the downside, right? Stopped us out there and then just started moving up, making a higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. So that was the idea, you know, high, low, new high. Plus, we were so volatile last night in London as Asian as well. It was just a lot of volume there. Plus, a lot of orders got grabbed right here, including mine, right? My original one. So, yeah. Any questions on that? That's pretty straightforward trade. Nice clean range to the left-hand side, too. Hopefully we will. No, we're doing it, Kenneth. It's not hopefully. We're doing it. It's a beautiful thing, too. You know what's cool about this live stream? You know, we're going to touch people that will never make it to church. You know, there's going to be people that come in here and, you know, they're going to be excited about making money, right? And they will make money. But then they're going to hear about a savior, right? And someone who can change your life forever. And those people may never get to the church steps, but they will come here, right? And maybe they'll see it through our word, hear it through our words, see it through our examples. But eventually, you know, the Spirit will speak with them, and it's a beautiful thing too, right? And then we send them to church, and the pastor can take over from there, right? But you know, the body of Christ has multiple parts and functionalities to it. Just like the toe is different than the finger, and the nose plays a different role than the tongue, and the tongue plays a different role than the ears. That's how the body of Christ works as well. What funded accounts do you recommend, and do you have a discount? Yeah, I would say Top One's been solid. Yeah, Top One. Use code TTE for Top One, and then you can get a 40% discount. You get the add-ons and all that. I think there's a link too for top one. Let me see something. Yeah, I think you could use this link here too, but just make sure you put in, if the discount doesn't show up, excuse me, just make sure you put in code TTE, and then it'll give you the discount. That's for I'm gonna put it in the Clubhouse too, because I don't think I ever shared that link with y'all. Yeah, no bottom wick here, so we'll see what happens. And then NQ, yeah, you see right back up. So no bottom wick, no entries. How's my month going? So far, so good. I haven't inputted the trades yet from for Friday here yet, but so far, so good. I've let's see on my funded accounts. Yeah, I haven't added Fridays yet, so we obviously have a big jump there now. But yeah, doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Pretty good. I haven't had a red day. I don't think. I haven't had a red day on the funded accounts. Yeah, I also took some time. I wasn't trading the funded accounts a couple days here. So I was trading like a combine or two. But yeah, so far so good. Very selective with the funded stuff and moving along here. So nothing too crazy. No big trades here, right? You know, 300, 800, 500. So a couple smaller days here, I would say. But overall, still making some moves. A couple losses in there, but ultimately, like by the end of the day, I finished up green. How much for your course? I don't know. We haven't really put anything on it yet, or haven't really given it any thought. Don't you see the massive liquidity sweep just triggered on the bullish micro reversal level on the 1 second chart, confirming that the triple inverted crab with RSI heading back to space-time? What?
Yeah, I need a translator, bro.
No. Am I supposed to?
Lost.
Possible onion play on
Lost,
NQ?
bro.
Nasdaq.
I'm like, what?
Yeah, maybe you get a onion here on NQ to continue pushing up. So we'll see. We'll see. Why don't I get 150K funded? I don't know. No reason. I think the 50K is the easiest to pass. The 100K is like the second easiest one, and the 150K is the hardest one. And not just because of the size of the account, but there's actually like 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1 with all that. So most people never see that, by the way. So like with a 50K, you have like a 1, 1, like a 1-to-1, where you just need whatever it is, 3 grand to make 3 grand, right? Lose 3 grand to make it, I think, for the 50, John.
Lose. You got 2K to make 3K.
Okay.
So it's a 150% return, and the other accounts are 200% return.
Okay, yeah. And explain that. So now that you got 2K to make 3K, but on the 100K you got 3K to make 6K or 4K.
45. Oh yeah, I get depending on which firm you're with. Yeah.
Yeah. So the 50Ks are typically the easier ones to pass, but I personally like the sweet spot for me is 100K. It's a nice size account. It doesn't get me. It's really the size of funded accounts I've been trading for all these years. It has been a 100K account. So I think I'm just comfortable at that number.
Yeah. I think I should try the 100Ks too, because I was doing the 150Ks like a lot, and then I was just like, I don't really like it. And then I tried the 50 one, and I was like, this one's way better.
Yeah.
So maybe I have to try the 100K now.
Chala, what's good? I love seeing Chala. I love seeing this kid in the Clubhouse chat, man. Love it.
Chala. What's up, bro?
100K works? Yeah, I like the 100Ks. My usual risk, I'm pretty open to risking like a G. Sometimes a little bit more if I really like it. Yeah, by the way, like the way I trade the funded, the evaluations is like a little bit different than the way I treat the funded accounts. Like I'm still open to like going bigger, but I'm going to get a little bit more aggressive on the actual evaluation of it and kind of chill out a little bit on the funded, like not so much, but I'm not just going to full port my funded account, right? I want to at least hang on to it and see if I could trade it well. How to close partials while managing risk in futures. I will show you because I actually do have to lose a couple bucks here. MGC. So let's say we're going to take a sell here, right? So we take a sell with this. Now we're going to drag our stop loss up here. We're going to put our TP, let's just say down here. And then let's just say, what was the question? How to close partials. So what you're going to do here is you're going to, let's say you want to set up a partial TP right here. So we're like, hey, let's go break even or let's close partials right there. So what you're going to do is you're going to right click on the screen, right? And then you're going to set up. So right now you're currently selling. So you need to set a limit buy. So that way, oh crap, I'm only risking, let me add one here. Sell 2, sell 1 more. Okay, so you see how there's 2 contracts in there now? So now I'm going to want to close half, right? So I'm going to close 1. So what I'll do is I'll hit a buy limit order. And I'll want to close 1 of my contracts and I'll put it right there. So now what happens is if and when price comes down to this area, once it hits there, it's just going to close 1 of your contracts and you're going to have your partials right there. Right? Let's say you wanted to close it right now. So let's say you didn't want to put the line there. You wanted to close it like immediately. So all you're going to do then now is right click and then you're going to hit buy. Right? And even though, although you're in a sell, you're going to hit buy, you're going to hit 1 and then watch this number over here. You see this number here? You're going to close 1 position right there. Boom. So you just closed 1. Does that make sense? Any other questions before I exit this trade?
How much do you need to lose?
I think like 300 bucks. 1500.
You were just at like 250, I think.
Was I?
I think so.
No, this is a MGC. So the stop loss up here is only 123.
Oh, snap.
I kind of want that stop loss to get hit actually. So maybe we can get it hit. Yeah, any other questions there? Is there a way to put your stop loss before TP? I don't think so. I haven't figured that out yet. Maybe unless you, like, let's say you, yeah, I don't know. I don't think you can. I don't think you can do it yet. Excuse me. Damn. Where are you going?
Yeah, bro, selling in the downtrend, you did everything right there, man.
I should have took a buy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have to lose 300. I don't. But I like to keep it simple and screw it. I guess we'll just make some more money here.
Screw it, let it rock.
Is there, oh yeah, no. I don't think there's a way. Maybe chat has figured that out because I'm not the smartest guy when it comes to all that. So maybe chat has figured that out.
So what I do normally is, like, what I do is, you know, like, the chart has a buy and sell little thing that you can draw in. You know what I'm talking about?
Uh-huh.
So that's what I do. So like before I place the trade, I just kind of like calculate what my stop loss gonna be. Like if you go to the left there, Nick, go to the left on the, let's say you're gonna click on the, find the, no, right where it says.
The measuring tool?
Yeah, measuring tool, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
measuring tool, look at like the buys or long or whatever.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's what I usually do too. Just do the math in my head before I put the trade on.
Yeah. No, like look, I'm gonna show you what I do. I'm gonna send it to you on the chat so you can see. So I do
I do
something
that
like
before
this.
every
Let's
trade as
say,
well.
yeah, let's say this is, all right. So let's say if I am gonna get in sales here, let's say I do something like this. I'm gonna send it to you right now.
You can't lose money if you try. You literally, yeah. What's up with that, DeMarco?
We got FOMO here.
There you
Imagine
go.
this
What's up,
thing just
DeMarco?
drives, bro.
We're waiting for this resistance, and then we're gonna drive.
Yeah, basically.
Look, I do something like that.
Okay, let me see. Yeah. Yeah, just basically do the math, beforehand, calculate it all up, and then yeah, that's pretty much all you can do. So I know what you mean though. Magic Keys was really nice for that. I think they have something too called like hot keys or something that you can get, but yeah. Activation fee on top one is 150, I think, right? 150 or 120? I think it's 150. Let's see what Goldie or NQ here is doing too. Yeah, see that? And so this should be a lesson for you today, man. Especially if you kind of lost some profits from the week, trying to take sells here, right? Anytime you don't close below the range, man, I would just wait, because what happens right now is a lot of the sellers that got in here are getting stopped out, right? And there's no need for you to participate in that when the rule clearly states closures below, right? Makes sense to fill the range. So what'll happen is price will stop all these traders out, and a couple of them are going to think they're smart enough and they're going to move their stop losses, right? But what's going to happen is price going to hit them with the last dagger, right? And then close like this, and now all the patient traders are going to take sells right here and make money here today. So you got to be careful for these things, right? Let the candles guide you and point you in the right direction, and don't try your best not to be the liquidity, which obviously we can't avoid that all the time, but at least when the candles are telling you like straight up, like listen to them. Am I in a trade? No. Don't pay attention to anything going on up here. I don't know whose account this is. Big podcast tomorrow dropping, man. I'm hoping y'all can go show love on the live premiere. We're gonna give away a bunch of accounts. This is the video. It's up already, so it drops in 22 hours, 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Eastern. This should be a good one. Hey, bro, I got the text. Didn't shout my YouTube channel tomorrow. Yeah, let's flood this thing tomorrow. Let's give it a flood. Let's show ASFX what's up. But I don't know, Johnny Gems. I think this would be a good one for the industry. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, John's muted. My bad. Let me make you co-host there, Johnny Gems.
Let's go. Podcast dropping tomorrow. I was there, chat. I watched the podcast live. At least trading.
Oh, snap. You froze up there. What was that? What were you going to say? What were you going to compliment me on, bro? Go ahead. Say that one more time.
Bad.
Say that one more time. I'm just kidding.
I said I was there in live action for the pod, and it was the best pod I've ever seen in my life. Nick just dropped all the gems on how to be a savage trader.
Yeah, it's like when you think you've heard the gems, it's like the gems never stop.
Go ahead. Tell him more. Tell him more, John. Tell him more.
He's like a really skilled boxer, He's like right hand, uppercut, jab. He's exactly. Like, he come from all different angles, bro. You gotta...
Exactly.
You don't know where I'm coming, man.
Nick touched all the spots, chat, like literally.
You never know. Never know.
Yeah. If you take everything Nick says in that podcast and apply it into your own life, it's going to be hard to lose. I mean, and if it's hard to lose, it's easy to win. So just apply everything he says, test it all into your life, and watch the results you get.
Hey, I even gave some marriage advice on the pod. You know what I mean? We go in all different directions.
They talked about
for the boys.
Bro, Chad, they touched on how to be a great trader, how to be disciplined to your plan, risk management for the prop firms. They talked about funding companies. It's just too
Hey,
much heat in
he's
that
spilling
pot.
too much. Spilling too much.
I
You
didn't
gotta
spill
be
anything.
there.
I spilled what you guys touched on.
Yeah, it should be a good one. It should be a good
And
one.
I can confidently say that's Austin's best pod now on his channel.
Damn, really? That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, that's insane. I'll look forward to watching it tomorrow.
Yeah. Same, bro. Watch
I
it
forgot
again.
what I said.
Same. Hopefully I'm not wrong. No,
all of a sudden, I just
Bro,
said like the
rewatch, I'm
wackest
like,
stuff
oh, wait.
ever.
I'm kidding.
Hard to be wrong. I doubt you're wrong, bro. I doubt it.
Yeah, bro. I remember everything they talked about, so yeah.
Yeah, it should be a good one. We both had the blue lights on too. We both had them on.
Chandra, that's funny. What's up, Chandra?
Oh, first
And
ASFX
Austin
podcast?
did not.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
The last unless he interviews Johnny? That's hilarious. Oh, man.
Chad, you guys want some spoiler alerts?
Yeah, we do.
You already got them. Check out Austin and Nick's reels.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, check out the reels. The reels came out good. What up, Dean? How we feeling, bro? We getting this cheddar, man? We getting the cheddar, man. We're definitely getting the cheddar, that's for sure. One thing's for certain. We're getting the cheddar.
We got to, bro.
I got a girlfriend before I get profitable and it got worse. Makes sense. Makes sense.
You're supposed to wait after you're profitable now.
Throw the tables, baby. Throw the tables. Yeah, we're going to give away, I think, 6 or 7 or 8 funded accounts, too, tomorrow. What platform is best for top one? I think Project X is the best for it.
Definitely.
I don't even know if you could use any other platform with top one now. I think you could only use Project X.
You got to use Project X. I mean, come on.
Yeah, you have to. If you're using it, you got it.
The sin not to.
What are you going to use? Tradeovate? Come on.
Forever. Personal accounts only.
Who's coming to the meetup in July? I'm ready. I'm excited about it. I'm getting more fired up as the days go on.
I'm excited,
Yeah,
bro.
big
Can't
bro.
wait.
Yeah, man. Rafi gonna be in the house. Johnny Gems, Big Magnus, Stephen B. Aaron will be here. Mr. C. Melly, Wiz
Of
Buddha.
course, TK is gonna be
TK,
there.
the big
TK.
dog TK. That
Yup,
guy.
TK is a big dog.
Tamara's gonna be here, man. It's gonna be awesome.
Oh snap!
Yeah, we lit. Tamara
Tamara,
getting
let's go.
funded, got funded too. She's about to hit a payout real quick and be like,
Oh,
skirt.
Oh,
that was perfect
Tamara.
timing.
Perfect timing.
Congrats.
Yo, Tamara, payout's about to fund the trip. Let's go. Plus,
Big Bryce is gonna try and get here from Africa. Okay.
Oh snap!
Bryce, you are a beast, bro.
Young Chris in the house. All right.
What's up, young Chris? My man. What's good? Q will be there. Let's get it.
How to spend
up,
the
C
money?
Melly?
Yeah. How to spend the money? That's a big one. Hi, do you ever talk about how to spend the money? Men, I don't know what to do with this batch of green paper. Yeah. I mean, that's a good problem to have, and that's where you want to seek advisors. And I go around at the golf course to Austin and my mentor, and I'll be like, yo, so what do you do with all your money? Right? And you just start asking successful people what they do with it. And I mean, to be honest, any active income that you have, meaning you work for it, right? So let me put trading in perspective for you real quick, because trading is considered, in my opinion, an active stream of income. active streams. And when I say active, I mean that you have to show up to make the money. And that's never a good thing, right? Because if you go on a hike tomorrow and you get stuck in a cave, that means tomorrow you make no money, right? So trading is an active income stream. That means you have to be here to make the money, right? So any money that you do make trading or in any sort of active income, like your job or your business or anything you have to do to work to get it, you want to take that money, right? And obviously you want to put some away in the bank, right? But the rest of it need to go into some sort of assets, right? Income producing assets. And you don't, let's say this is your lifestyle. We've gone over this a few times here, but if this is your, right, if this is like a L chart, right? And this is how much money you make, right? Let's see, let's make the yellow line your income, right? So a lot of times people will go and they'll start making money and they'll start making good money, and that's their income, right? But what the problem that they do is they're not used to money. So they just think, hey, if I get money, I should just spend it, right? Because that's what their parents did or their grandparents did, and they're actively getting money. So what they're doing is now the white line represents their spending. So as their income increases, their spending increases, and this will set you up for failure, because what's going to happen is as the bills rise, sometimes the income may not, right? And this is what you call debt, right? This is where you get yourself in a hole. So you don't want to do that, right? So what you do want to do is you don't want to spend any money that you don't have to, right? So all the money that you do make, you want to invest it into income producing activities. And any active money that you make, you put away, you put into investments, you do things like that. And then any luxury that you want comes from here, right? So if you want luxury, let your assets pay for it. So you have active income that you have to work to get, and then you have passive income, which this is where you want to buy your luxuries with, your Mercedes-Benz, your new watches, your blah, 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 your Lambos, all that BS, right? That's where you don't want to spend that with your trading money, G, right? Because you got to go back and get more money now, right? Well, regardless of whether or not you fell or got lost in a cave, your business will continue to produce that money for your wife and kids and so on and so forth, right? So when it comes to money, you want to be wise with it. So remember, you have active income and you have passive income. You should invest your active income into produce like income producing activities and assets, and then use that money to go ahead and spend on luxury items and travel and things like that, right? And then, by the way, stay down. There's no need to keep up with the Joneses. As my income increased, if this is my income on this yellow line, for years and years and years, me and my wife kept our expenses right here. We never increased it, ever. We stayed right here until it was time to increase. And now look, when our lifestyle was ready to go up, we had all this is what you call freedom, right? So we had the freedom to go ahead and do what we wanted because we weren't idiots with our money, right? Early on in the early years. So as we built our assets, we kept our expenses low, and that ultimately made all the difference. So that's what I would say about money.
Doubling.
Yeah, and by the way, keep in mind, money is energy, right? It's not real. It's all it is energy and vibration. So you don't get money, you become a person that attracts the money. And if you do the right thing, you do that by obviously sticking to the right things, right? Day in and day out. And that's where you're going to become a person that attracts dollars. So kind of like Luke Belmar said, he's like, you can go out and catch butterflies, and you can make the biggest net, right? And you can go swing that net and you can catch those butterflies, right? But every day, if you want to catch butterflies, you got to go out and do that. Then what he said is, or you can build a garden. You can build a beautiful garden that attracts the butterflies to it. So you no longer have to go out anywhere to get it. The butterflies will come straight to you. And that's how money works as well. That's how abundance works, success works. You attract it by becoming the person of it, right? So think about that too. Money's not just a physical thing that you think it is. Actually, it's not even real. It's really not. It's literally just energy. So butterfly, baby, butterfly. What about gold?
All right.
I see you guys shouting gold, gold, gold. What are we doing? You making me mess up my butterfly story. For what? For this? Come
Yeah, nah,
on,
gold.
man. Trying to put some
Those cells
wisdom
don't
out
really look
there.
good. That's a doji candle. That's a weak confirmation candle. That's a weak business partner right there, chat.
Yeah.
Dude.
We're winning on NQ right now. We need this $130 loss. Energy.
Energy. Don't mess with energy.
Check gold. Yeah, we're checking gold. Gold. Gold, gold. Yep. Oh, man.
Yo, I didn't even open my charts, bro. I didn't even open my NQ chart. I'm waiting till 10 a.m.
Yeah, for our candles gonna
Close.
give better clues.
Yeah. And 9:30 crazy candle. Avoiding that.
Yeah. You're a scammer, bro? No, you're a scammer, bro. Stewie B, what's up with this guy? Tony Gold back up. Let's get it. Yeah, man, butterflies. So that's the way money tends to work, right? You got a lot of people that are go back and forth chasing the dollar, but then you got other people, and I picked this up at a very young age. I would see my dad leave the house at like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning with his Timberland boots on and his jeans all dirty, and there he was moving to go to work for like the next 10, 11 hours, and then I would go to my friend's house mid-afternoon, and I would see his parents just hanging out, on their computer at the kitchen table. So I'm like, they live in a bigger house than I live in. They take more vacations than we take. They have nicer clothes, nicer cars. This doesn't add up. So from a very early age, I had a problem with the system, and I really did try and glitch it and figure out what was the issue, right? So I think that's why I took on entrepreneurship at like just such a young age. Just didn't make sense. Didn't make sense to me. Oh, what time is it? 9:30? Oh, bet. Okay, cool. So yeah, 9:30's here. Closures above look pretty good here on gold if you can do that. I mean, this 1 hour candle hasn't done much yet, but we should get going. The 4 hours rejecting pretty heavily here, so that all looks pretty good. Yeah, 15, 30 closures above. You got clean range. I'm scammering. He said I'm scammering. Hey, by the way, don't be cursing like that in my live chat, son. Got it? Am I on a cell? Don't worry about what I'm doing, G. Don't be cursing on my live stream like that, bro. NQ bleeding? NQ bleeder. Wait, oh, am I in gold or NQ?
Hey, let them know, bro.
Wait, what trade am I in?
Bro, you're in a gold cell, my man.
Gold cell. Oh, on MNG.
MNG,
Yeah,
yep.
yeah, my bad.
No, MGC.
Oh yeah, MGC. MGC. Yeah, there we go.
This is great, bro. Just as planned. Coming up.
There you go. NQ melter. Yep, perfect. Yeah, so now you see, this is exactly what we drew out. Literally, a half hour ago, was that the next candle will pop all the way up, and then the next one will begin to drive down. Right? So perfect analysis price action wise. Now I think if you can get a closure in like 5 minutes here, you got a lot of clean range to come down. Yeah, go play the stream back like probably like, I don't know, a couple minutes ago. But we drew it out. We talked about the liquidity. We talked about, you know, the sellers getting stopped out there. Where do we draw? Here it is. Here it is. Look at. Right? Price closing bullish. Come up. You break the highs. You retest there at 9:30. And then you come down, close below, break the lows here, right? So maybe, just maybe, we can get something like that.
Bro, chat, who reads the charts better than this guy right here, man?
You do.
This guy's a savage.
You do.
This guy's a beast, bro. Stop playing with him.
Drop the like, yeah, facts. The rents do.
Yeah. Give a stream a like, chat.
Dun, 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 dun. All I do is curse. That's good, man. As long as you ain't cursing on my stream, and you know, people ain't trying to hear that. That's that. When you curse, you actually, I just think, man, that guy's so unintelligent. He doesn't know how to use proper words. He has to say a curse word for every other word he says. I got no problem with cursing. Just don't be cursing on my stream. You dig? George VDM gonna kick you out.
Georgie.
Yo,
my man George, what's up, bro?
I'm still trying to lose money on gold. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. It's hard.
You know, I got to see Magnus yesterday, but I didn't get to see George or Aaron in a while. And I was more upset that when I woke up and I missed London, I was more upset that I didn't get to talk to George and Aaron. So it's good, George and Aaron. How you boys doing?
George and Aaron, Aaron. Is damn considered a curse? I mean, go ahead and curse. Like, I curse a little bit here and there when I'm with the boys, right? But it's like, you know, there's a time and place, man. There's a lot of other people on here that may not want to hear your language like that or read your language like that.
Time and place, bro. You said it best.
Time and place, G.
Time and place. Setting.
Fudge. Use the word fudge next time. Tell me I'm a fudging scammer. Come on.
That's a curse word.
Oh, yeah, NQ. I'm not even necessarily here to trade today. Like I said, man, I'm up almost $6,000 today, right? So I'm just here to chill, have some fun, answer some questions, impact some lives, see what we could do, see what God can do through us. He just woke me up and reported me to come here, and I'm here.
Yeah, Dominic, damn, man. I didn't get that ring from Magnus today.
What the frick? What the frick, Dominic?
Frick.
I remember one time when I was younger, I said to my parents, I said, you know what? You guys can both go. Just shut the front door, all right? Just shut the front door. My dad looked like he was about to cock back on me so hard. I was, holy smokes.
Word, bro.
YouTube want coupons. I know, man. I know.
Yeah, I didn't tolerate it.
And then later in life, every word he said was a curse. That's another thing. Like, it's just so unintelligent sometimes. It's like you don't have any other vocabulary. Yeah, you never know. You never know with English, man. Good is bad, bad is good. You don't even. I don't know how some of you guys learn English as a second language. It's tough, especially slang.
What's good, Aaron and George? What's up, boys? Yo, facts, George. Feel that. The profits are a bonus.
What's a legit trade on gold? On gold, a closure above, right? Closure above, breakout, onion.
Wait, no.
Yeah, probably something like that. You got clean traffic to the left. 4 hours rejecting pretty heavily. You got 16 minutes for a 4-hour closure. 1 hour is breaking the highs. 30 minutes pushing up. If you get a closure on the 15, you got clean traffic to the left. Therefore, you should, probably continue up towards like 32 hundo.
We got last 15 minutes of the 4-hour coming in as well.
Yep. Yeah,
Where
it
we
looks
can see
good.
a pullback on the 4-hour
Yeah, because
before it closes.
Word, and then another one when it opens, right? So you got like, let's say this candle pulls it back, and then the next one creates the top wick, and then that's the ride that you're looking for really on gold, and maybe some partials right here and full TP up here.
Sir.
Yeah, we also have news coming in. Yep, 10 a.m.
Oh. But that's probably like a light red folder.
Oh. No, those are red folders. Those are the prelims coming in.
Oh.
Boom, boom, boom. Read a book, got pretty decent.
There's certain red folders, that could be a little bit heavier and lighter. So.
Doom. All right, so yeah, 15 minutes for that news. So we'll see how all that comes about. Yeah, red folder. Yeah, we'll see. News has been lying to us a lot lately too, which has been interesting. I think Trump's tweets have had much more impact than any of the red folder news events recently. Trump's truth post or whatever. Yeah, the news hasn't really had much of an impact like like last year or so. Trump is in Trump's in like is he in Dubai or something? I forgot where he was going today.
Qatar, I think.
Qatar? Yeah, he's in Dubai, and yeah, he's all moving around there a bit. Would NQ be a good trade? I think NQ like melted, didn't it? Oh, actually, yeah, no, this is pretty good. Looking pretty good. You got your 4-hour closure in 13 minutes. What's the chances after this pullback, the new 4-hour candle, the existing 4-hour candle does this? Right? So I think maybe wait for this closure. You might be able to get a better entry too, like somewhere up here versus down here in the last couple minutes, like in the last 10 minutes of the candle. What's the chance that we break the low, activate that sell, and drive, right? With 13 minutes left, it could happen, but I would wait for this candle to close at this point, and if it closes bearish, now like everything is a lot more valid as well. Longs or shorts on gold? I would probably say, we're closing above, and like I just explained, the whole daily, 1 hour or 4-hour, 1 hour, it could move up, but again, it gets a little sketchy right ahead of news too, and looks like, not the best closure there, but
that's why I'm holding off news.
Yeah, I think let the news come out. Just let the 4-hour candle close first.
News, 4-hour candle closure, yep. 31-hour closures.
Yeah, what up, Dan? Any correlation between gold and Euro USD? I'm not too sure because I don't really watch Euro USD, so I wouldn't know if they like correlate or they don't correlate. Was thinking about entering on the flip after the close. Yeah, let the 4-hour make a nice little top wick or something, because you don't want to be in a sell now and then price pulls back and then it goes to make the top wick. Now you're in drawdown for no reason, and it just doesn't become a fun trade at that point. So yeah, I think you let that candle close, because look, this candle can easily flip bullish and close bullish, right? For all we know at the end of the candle. So I think this 11 minutes will give you a good, point you in the right direction. I don't even be attempting to read some of the conversations in the clubhouse.
Same, bro.
99 million. That'd be nice. Let's see. Hey, John, can you send me a picture of that trade from pre-New York? Because I don't think I got it.
Yes, sir. Send it in right now. Give me
If
1
you
minute.
guys can, while we wait here, give the stream a like for me. Please. I don't even know why I want likes. What do we? Is there a purpose for them? I don't even know.
Wait for what?
Likes on YouTube.
Oh. There it.
I just asked for them. I don't know why.
All right. Sent it in chat. Clubhouse chat.
Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, this was the pre-New York trade too. This was money, so this is kind of like what we're looking at now on NQ. But the thing is, you didn't have a hourly, you know, like this 4-hour candle was still ready to go. So right now, I think the 4-hour candle closure is going to be big on NQ. But yeah, this was perfect, man. Closure below, clean traffic to the left, close position as support. Yeah, current candle highs a stop. Money, dude.
Yeah, you're a good trade.
Solid.
Thanks, bro. Break out of the range.
Solid.
Pretty much exactly, literally the exact move almost that Magnus took.
Yeah, pretty much.
And so, chat, we ain't kidding when we're like, all right, well, we'll just catch the same move in the next session.
Pretty much. Helps more people find the stream. All right, so give the stream a like then. If you're not subbed to the channel, sub to the channel as well. And we'll try and get into the algorithm. Which one's the Clubhouse morning song? I forgot. Which one is that?
What? Which one's that?
The Clubhouse morning song?
I'm
not sure which one that is.
It's a morning song.
Good morning, Clubhouse.
On Discord? Oh, let me check.
In the Clubhouse, you got to say good morning, good evening, good afternoon, because everyone's all over the place.
You never know, yeah.
You never know. Or good night. Could be going to sleep, too.
Dun, dun, dun. Hero. Where is he? There he is.
Hero of the day.
Maybe celery play at 10. Yeah, but the only thing is the news. So I don't see anything wrong with that. But then again, you have the news coming here, so yeah. We'll see how much of an impact it's got. Boom, boom, boom. Done liking? All right. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Put on the country song again? Which one? Is that the Clubhouse one? We'll play it on the outro. The outro is going to go crazy. Good morning from Riverside, California. Let's go. W. All the way across the country. Good morning, my friend. What time is it? 10, 9, 8, 7. 7:53 for you. Welcome in. Welcome in. Clips from after New York. No, did the Knicks win?
No.
Oh.
They're playing. I think they're playing tonight. It's 3-2 Knicks in the series.
Oh, okay.
Nah, Dame. I know what Dame's talking about though. Knick fans be crazy out there in New York after they win and stuff. Yeah.
I don't know. I think everyone just be trying to act all crazy now.
That's how they be.
Yeah, this looks amazing. The only thing is it's in front of this red folder here, right? So 5 minutes and 20 seconds. We'll see how that does. Oh, Green, nice of you to join us here today, pal. Good to see you, man. You weren't going to say hello unless we talked about Boston? Wow. Wow.
What's up, Green?
What's up, Green?
Yo, Green, let's go Knicks tonight, bro.
Yeah, man, let's
Knicks
go
in
Knicks.
6.
Woohoo. Woohoo.
Knicks in 6, boy.
The trade? No, it's not even a trade. It's just a trade I put on to show someone how to close partials, and I just kept it on because I want to lose money because I've made so much today at this point. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do, man.
Just go F off now.
Oh, you've been here. Oh, you've been here before me. Oh, okay, okay. Well, a nice hello would have been nice, you know. Hey, how you doing, Nick? You're looking good today. I like your shirt, you know. Something like that would have been nice. Something just to let me know you're here, you know.
Nick, bro, what are you possibly gonna do now after making 6K in a day? What could you possibly do now today?
Today I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do an elite call after this with Luke.
Fun.
I'm gonna probably hit the gym, and then
That's
I'm
fun,
gonna take my beater. I'm not gonna drive my AMG today because I gotta use the humble Honda that I got. So any day I make over 5K, I can't take any AMGs out or do anything like that or have any sort of fun because you gotta stay humble. You know, on the days where you may blow your accounts or the days where you kind of, you know, mess things up or take a loss, that's where you want to go flex on some shopping or bring the new whips out, you know, just to be like, you know, in the big scheme of things, I still got it, you know. So today will just be a regular day. Probably do the gym, come back, hang out at home, and then go have some steaks with the Prater Trader here. Right?
Hey.
Prater Trader? We eating steaks
Hey.
or cheeseburgers today? What we doing?
Bro, Prater Trader, I'm down for some steaks.
I'm with it.
Hacks
Yeah,
right
so
there, bro.
we're gonna get lunch a little bit later, probably after I leave the gym, and that's it. You know, from there on, it's whatever we gotta do. We're probably gonna shoot a couple videos too. I'm gonna drop one new YouTube video today. It's gonna be on the importance of 1 to 2 trades a day. I'm gonna start this new series, and it's gonna be just me giving my random thoughts on random car rides.
Love it.
Sick. Looking forward to watch those, bro.
Yeah,
It's
the
gonna be
second one will be treat trading like a business. So those 2 are already filmed, and I'll probably film some more over the weekend. Loving the attitude? You got to, man. You gotta have a positive attitude. That's one of the big secrets in life. You know, back in the day, I actually used to struggle with anger and frustration. I actually used to punch holes in the walls when people said things that made me mad and acted like a little immature baby. You believe that used to be me?
Bro,
That was a long time ago, but that was the case at one point.
remember one time I came home from school. I was in like 1st grade. And I walked into my kitchen and I looked at the wall and I'm like, holy smokes, there's a massive hole in the wall. And I'm like, yo, Mom, Dad, what happened? They're like, Nick punched the hole in the wall. I'm like, what?
Yeah, that crazy kid Nick punched a hole in the wall. We were gonna call the cops.
Now we gotta cover it with this family portrait and stuff. this
Yeah, we
picture.
covered it with a nice picture though, not gonna lie. No one ever knew what happened there. Nobody knows nothing. They're like, yo, what's up with all these pictures?
Now I'm gonna ask this, Nick, because I feel like someone out there needs to hear this.
Mm-hmm.
What changed? Obviously, you had, and I had same thing. I had anger issues, like especially when I was an athlete. What changed for you?
Just
What was the big shift?
what we just talked about, understanding the power of a positive attitude and a positive perspective. That's what changed for me. That's probably been the number one skill set I've been able to hone in on, is the power of positivity. So if you ask anyone who knows me or has known me for years, they go, that dude's positive, man. That dude's definitely positive. Like, they probably sit there and think, man, that guy never has a bad day, right? And it's not that I don't have a bad day. It's just my perspective. Actually, I don't have bad days. Like, I actually don't do bad days. They're just not something I participate in. So the attitude, right? And the attitude is always a choice. So you have to consciously make the choice to think positive versus negative for a while, and then eventually, again, just like we talked about the subconscious mind earlier, eventually throughout the repetition, it will actually just become you. So it'll develop into you, right? So that's kind of where I'm at now. Holy smokes. Here comes that 10 a.m. news.
Yeah, that is powerful.
Yep. So it's just a perspective shift, really.
Yeah, everybody,
Really.
you give meanings to everything.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I tell my athletes, like they're doing something and they're like, oh, that was bad. Not necessarily, your perception is probably bad, but it wasn't. It just failure. You're not gonna get it right every time, So
Yeah, man.
being able to see things like that helps you. That was what helped me. And I didn't understand that until I started coaching, I had to see myself in the mirror, and it was, I didn't want to see that. And that's when everything started shifting, whatever meaning you give is just, it's as bad as you want it to be,
Yep. It's pretty interesting, just started shifting my thinking to, if I caught a flat tire on the road, normally I'd be like, blah, 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 cursing, blah, 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 sweating, ruining my clothes, trying to get this thing on, all frustrated. And then I would get a flat tire and be like, you know what? Maybe this saved me from an accident. Maybe I could have died today. I could have killed someone else today. Maybe my tire would have popped and I would have turned and hit this car or whatever the case is. And I'll sit there and just chill on that, you know what I mean? And say, you know what? Let me put this tire on the best way possible. Let me do this. Let me do this little swap the best I can. You know what I mean? And it really does help out. Like, just calm you down, cool you out, keep you composed. And I'll be honest, I know that doesn't sound like it's going to make a difference in your trading, but that has truly made a difference in my composure at the desk, in the markets, through failure, through trial, through error, and also through the up times, through the very like uplifting and positive times as well. It helps, it helps. And it definitely does help in your trading too.
You attract what you are, bro.
Yeah.
When you're inputting positive things, you output positive things.
It's a frequency, It's like, if you think about it, whenever you get upset or whatever, it depletes you energetically, bro.
Yeah, 100%. It's a
really
frequency.
For real.
Yep.
Spiritual beings, right? Energetic beings, 100%.
That's what we just talked about yesterday.
Yeah.
And more is coming about that. But bro, it's crazy stuff, man.
Basically, there's levels, right, to the frequency like this, and I used to operate on this level down here. So this is where I used to punch holes in the walls and do all that stupid stuff. And then, slowly through books, through podcasts, through mentorship, through experience, through belief, you raise your level of frequency. And then you start living and operating at this higher level up here. And sometimes when someone's talking on this level, the person down here can't hear a word they're saying because their energy just can't match it. Their frequency just is not on a level to receive it. That's why we come here every day and we show up and we say some of the same things over and over because we know that it takes that. We know that the repetition, everyone here is on a different level, right? So the repetition is what gets you to the next one and the next one and your belief level. So that's why we continue to show up here every day and build belief in people and tell them, hey, we believe in you. We believe you can do it, because if we can do it, you can do it, right? And God has no respect for persons. And if you can see it and you're willing to put in the work, you'll get it too. You just got to raise that frequency level. You do that by journaling and praying and meditating and working out and going to the gym and complimenting people and having a positive attitude and, you know, being passionate about your work, and all those type of things begin to raise your level of frequency. So you got to be on there, you know what I mean? Otherwise, you're just not going to, you can have, by the way, you can have money up here, right? But you could also be depleted of joy, happiness, love, you know what I mean, passion and all that. So just because you're on the money frequency doesn't mean, you know, you're successful, right? I know a lot of people have a lot of money that I wouldn't consider them successful people at all.
For real. For real. That's so true.
Yeah.
Nice.
Do you trade gold? I do trade gold, yep. Gold and NQ.
That's why it's really important, man, to, you know, watch who you hang with, who you're with, you know, because you could be doing all the work, but then there's an energy vampire out there that you're not aware of, and then it just holds you back, you know, like you're doing all this work, but then they soak the energy and your frequency, and it's just like you go back into the same place, you know.
Yeah.
Sir.
Yep. 100%. Fire energetic beans. Whoa. How many pips is that frequency move today? Today, see, my frequency today, without moving, without going anywhere, just standing right here, has made me 1,800 times 3. What's that? 54, 5,500. So my frequency today made me $5,500.
You attracted it.
In trading.
Your frequency attracted it.
Yep. I was there for Asian. I was there for London. I was there for pre-New York. I studied, bro. But that's where the frequency got me today, right? $5,000. So.
Sir.
Today, just not to mention last month, the year. So, just something light.
Yep. And I didn't even have to go anywhere to get it. Just came straight to me because I've created a garden. I no longer swing the butterfly stick. Do a world tour? Maybe.
It's coming.
Maybe. Just study, bro. I studied, bro. I studied. How is that trending? So funny. All right, so yeah, closure above on gold looking pretty good, and then NQ, yeah, NQ don't know what's going on right now. How to study these frequencies? Search for them like they're silver. Dig for them like they're gold. Seek and you shall find. Do I trade futures? I do. Yeah, gold and NQ. Come to Italy? Ah, Italy. Yeah, I'll be in Italy soon. Yeah, mine them like they're hitting Bitcoin. Yeah, exactly. Tampa, low-key dangerous.
Italy meetup to eat pasta.
Oh damn, are we gonna eat pasta on the meetup?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Are we?
Where's Magnus at?
Is Magnus here?
I don't think so.
Yeah, where?
We'll see him.
I think he was busy today.
Man.
He has baby duties.
He was taking daddy duties or something was going on
Oh,
over
yeah.
there. I haven't seen him since London.
Oh, yeah. Man called it a week.
I ain't seen that boy since London. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, he didn't show for pre-New York either.
Yeah, nah, bro. He didn't.
Oh man.
I was like, yo, where's Magnus at, bro? Damn.
Closed the shop early today.
Early.
That's understandable.
Bum bum bum. Yeah, NQ might range today. Yeah, you might be right. Unless we start breaking out and doing bigger moves like later in the afternoon. Other than that, it's getting pretty choppy. Yes, certainly, yes. It was definitely Wi-Fi issues, for sure, for sure. He's definitely got Wi-Fi issues. London is the central meetup. Yeah, I think we'll do something in London. I think everyone can maybe make their way over to London. I'll make my way over to London. If I make my way over to London, will y'all make your way over to London and we could do something there? Yeah, maybe after Tampa. I want a little bit of some change of weather. So when is the fall? When is like the fall go down in London, or even like the spring? Because it's just hot here in Tampa. Come to Australia, we could have some kangaroo meat. Holy smokes, I'd love to, honestly. I have plans of traveling, but you guys got to give me a little bit, because I got these little kids right now and they're just little. May to September. Okay. Okay. May to September. Don't get me in no, like, you know, winter though. I don't want to be in the winter. I want to be like midway, you know? Half's like, you know, spring, fall. Throw on a hoodie or something. Come to Ohio? Should come to Ohio. All right, we haven't really done much in the NY sesh. Glad we ate earlier, man.
Yeah, man. Yep.
Weather in London's a little bit colder. Cold. We make it happen. We make it happen. But the next meetup is in July. It's here in Tampa. Everyone's more than welcome to come. You got to RSVP for us, though, please, so we can get a head count on who's going to be there. I think we got a good amount of people coming, so it should be fun. I'm excited to see everyone and see some of you guys again for like the second time, and meet some of you guys for the first time, shake your hand, and have a good convo. So I look forward to it.
Same.
What about the Philippines? Yeah, man. Like I said, I want to do some traveling, but I have really little kids right now, so it's difficult to bring the whole squad around the world like that at such a young age. But I think sometime within the next year or two, 2 years, I would start traveling a little bit more intentionally and a little bit more often. Right now, I just take little small quick trips and stuff. Come to Germany. Oh my God, we got to go everywhere, man. We got to go everywhere.
Worldwide.
Everywhere.
We got places to be.
What a problem to have, bro.
Yeah,
That's
man.
awesome.
Places to be. People to see.
Yep.
How old are my kids? 4, 2, and 1. Yeah. 4, 2, and 1. I'm about to have a 3-year-old. So Maverick will be 3 in July. So really 4, 3, and 1. They're young. They're young bucks. He said, "Yeah, I understand." Yeah, any of the parents here, they understand. They get it. They get it. Anyone with little kids or have had little kids. Yeah, I hear the kids running around right now. They're. You hear the footsteps upstairs. They're the only real ones anyway. The only real ones anyway. All right, let's take a peek here at gold. Doesn't look like gold's trying to push up much here. All right, man. More than welcome to come. We'll be there, bro. We'll be there in due season. You can barely travel to the supermarket. Yeah, work. Yeah. Oh man, you go out to dinner. It's an event just to go out to dinner. I be trying to bring John and his girl and Joe and everyone. I'm like, yeah, you guys want to come out to eat? Yeah, no problem. I'll treat. Yeah, no big deal. I really just want to help with the kids, so me and Anna could enjoy some food for once. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, I'll pay for it all. Did this. You sit next to Maverick, Joe. You sit next to Alea. There you go. Perfect. Goldie. I think anything above 82 remains bullish here. So I know we rejected, but as long as you're closing above here, look at all that clean range we got. So the only issue here is gold is extremely bearish right now. So I think the 4 hour just like popped up, made a top wick. So you may fill that wick on gold here. You know what I mean? But it is getting choppy to the downside. Not really able to make much of a move to the upside here. 30 minutes got no bottom wick, so.
Coming close to lunchtime with gold.
When you were taking a bunch of loss in the beginning, how did you handle the stress? I handled it. You know, at that point, I had already developed that positive mindset because I had already been in the game of personal growth and development and business, entrepreneurship, e-commerce, network marketing, all that for many, many years before I ever even opened up a chart. So I think that helped me. You know, I had a lot of like a good perspective on things, and obviously I wanted to get it done quickly. So I would get frustrated and I would blow accounts and I would revenge trade and overtrade, just trying to get it done fast. But I think for the most part, I kept my head, you know, pretty much held high and just try to, you know, learn. There were times where I didn't try to make adjustments for like a month or two, and then I would be like, dude, like I'm blowing all these accounts. I haven't even looked at why yet. So, you know, then I would go back to the drawing board and stuff. But I think one of the worst things I ever did was really over and over, I would blow an account, and then instead of going to look at those trades, I would go to look for my credit card or debit card to buy a new evaluation, instead of just taking the time to learn, why am I failing? You know, like why am I not profitable? What am I doing wrong? You know, and I would try and find a mentor or a coach that I can show the trades to that already has success that I'm looking for. And, you know, those type of things helped out a lot for me. But, you know, I can definitely say I went 2 months without even really like trying to make adjustments. I was just trying to get rich pretty much, you know, and it wouldn't work. So, you know, you have to go back to the drawing boards at time. And that's what I would recommend too. Like when you blow an account, don't go to the website to buy a new one. Go to your journal and study your data and see, you know, why did I lose that trade, or what happened to me here? Why did I blow the account? Was it a couple bad trades just happened to string up out of nowhere, playbook positions, and you lost? Or is it that, you know, you lost a trade, you weren't happy with it, you got emotional and started doing dumb stuff? So yeah, if you don't observe and you don't look at your trading and you just buy a new account, you never pick up on your flaws, and therefore you can never, you know, build your strengths. Good day, coach. How are you, my friend? Are there some amendments you could make to the playbook? I'm actually not smart enough to know what that word means. Amendments? Is that like altercations? Is that another word for that?
Much. Yeah, changes.
How much did I lose? I still lose. You know what I mean? So I think that's one of the misconceptions too about trading. It's like, hey, how much did you lose to get profitable? But it's like, I still lose. You know, after being profitable, you can have 6 profitable months and then just have a red month and still lose. But I think, you know, I guess in my learning stage, probably about 30 grand or so, 30K. And by the way, I probably could have cut that in a fourth, because every single account especially when I got into funded companies and stuff, I would spend the 500 on every account because I needed the 100K. But I talk about this in the podcast that's dropping tomorrow. You got to understand whether or not you're in the earning phase or the learning phase. And this was not wise of me right, to do while I was in the learning phase, right? I should have been, instead of spending $500, I should have been spending $25, right, on the 25K account or whatever it was at the time, and not all this, because that was just irresponsible of me to do, right? I didn't have the skill set yet to expect money from it. So I was in the learning phase, and unfortunately I spent a little bit too much, you know, or I could have saved in those areas. So I wish I had done that, but you know, it is what it is. But if I was to give you any tips on any of that, anyone new here, like, don't go for the big accounts. Like, you're in the learning phase. Go make the learning phase inexpensive to you, right? Like, play with little dollars until you really get the hang of this thing. I know everyone on social media is going to tell you this is so easy to do, but you're going to come in here and find out it's not as easy as you thought. All right. So don't take all your money and invest it right away. Invest little increments to learn the skill set. And then, you know, once you have the skill set down, that's where you can start to put more money into the equation, you know, so that way you can flip it or whatever. Yeah, that's true, Sujay. You know, but if you are dealing with stress, obviously, like, lower your size, stick to 1 to 2 trades a day, get very selective, you know, all that stuff. You know, make sure you got income rolling in outside of trading, so that way you don't get too frustrated. There's a bunch of things that you could do, but ultimately you got to keep the mentality up, you know, the positivity there. And you have to keep a growth mindset. Right? So a growth mindset means I don't just take my debit card out and buy a new challenge. I grow. So I look at my data. I see why I blew that account, why I took those losses, and then I learn from it and then reinvest. I've lost 6K so far. Can't control my greed. Yup. And like, as harsh as this may sound, you're going to keep losing money if you can't control the greed. So just know that the greed never equals profit here, right? Plan your trade your plan, take what the market gives you, and then just move on to the next trade. Yeah, you'll never get profitable being greedy, because the profits that you do make, at some point, right, you're going to be greedy on one trade and give those profits back. So. Trading is hard forever. It becomes easy. It becomes easy. I mean, look at the way we do things now. I mean, how hard is what we do? We sit here, we come to the desk, we draw up a couple ideas, we wait for candles to print so they can show us if those ideas play out. And if they do, they execute. If they don't, we sit tight and stay in the pocket. You know, the hard part is what I said. We draw up our plan, and then we wait for candles to print. See, that's the hard part. The easy part is drawing up your plan. The hard part is waiting for the candles to print and do what you want them to do. So most traders can't do that. So if you can do it, you'll make trading easy. How could you avoid being greedy? Just plan your trade your plan. You know what I mean? You're not here to make $1 million in one day. You're here to make money today, or really not even, just take a good trade. So take a great trade, follow the plan of it. When the partials are, you know, when it's logical to take your money, take it. Just take it. A lot of traders do things like this too. Like, they'll get in a sell, or let's just say they got into a buy, right? And they hit profit. So let's just say their plan was, and this obviously isn't real, but let's just pretend, right, that this was their target. And they go, no, you know what? I'll hold more. We're going to keep going. Look at that. We're breaking the high. And then all of a sudden these things happen. So, you know, if you mark that off before the trade and say, hey, I'm going to take my partials here, I'm going to take my full TP here, you just got to do that. That's it. You know, set the stupid lineup thing and, you know, whatever, and just let it hit it. You know, and when it hits, take some money, right? If it wants to drive and continue on, you got a great runner, but you know, your plan wasn't to hold the trade that long. So you got to plan your trade and trade your plan and just be a professional about it. All right, gold chopping, NQ chopping, we're chatting. What do you guys want to do? I think we might have to call this a day here. Doesn't look that good at all anymore. We're up big. We're up massively here today. So I think, yeah, I don't know about any other trades here, man. Not looking too hot.
I'm with you, bro.
Yeah, better to stay out of trouble, man. I mean,
I'm just trying to lose this
week.
last trade. I'm just kidding.
Right. Let's blow all our profits, baby.
Unless you guys trying to blow all your profits here this week. Let's do it. Yeah, I don't know. The markets ain't looking good. AB Mike's been locked out since London. Yeah.
Yeah, bro, I'm down. It's Friday. Go enjoy my weekend.
Yeah, hell yeah. How long we got the Airbnb?
The beach.
Hey, before you guys leave though, we're doing the podcast tomorrow. I would appreciate all the love and support as much as possible tomorrow. This is going to not only be a great podcast for you to learn from and to grow as a trader, but we're also giving away 50K evaluation accounts tomorrow, and we're trying to blow that pod up. So it's going to be 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. Would love to see y'all there. And we got the webinar tomorrow as well, so we are cooking into the weekend here. We had a very, very, very profitable day and week, and I think this kind of sets the tone here for the rest of quarter two. What do you guys think?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I'm ready, bro.
Send the link. Let me send you guys the link. It'll be on YouTube on ASFX, so you got to go to ASFX on YouTube, and it'll be on that channel. I forgot what I did with the link. Oh, here it is. Yeah, tune in tomorrow. It's going to be a good one. I think it can really help you guys out in your career as a trader, in your mentality, and your day-to-day living. So, cool. I don't know, man. My trade is in profit. It's all in red. It's in green. I don't even know. I just let that thing rock or something. But
whatever, bro.
Yeah. Time to have a good day.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So there's the link. That's good to go. If you guys want to join the webinars and get the course and all that, don't forget to join the clubhouse. We're gonna gear up for a good week next week and try and finish out the second half of this month strong. We out? We good? Rafi, Johnny Gems, anything else?
Thank you, Nick.
Go.
Brother.
Clubhouse.
Stay out of trouble, guys.
Do what's
Stay out
required,
these
get what you
markets,
desire.
man.
Boys, I'll catch you guys later.
Wait, what'd you say? Do what's required and get what you desire?
Exactly. Yep.
Oh, snap. All right, we end it right there with that.
That's mic drop.
Mic drop.
Do what's
Rafi,
required, get what you desire. I dig it.
Yep.
Do perfect. We'll end with that, Gem. Do what is required, and you will get what you desired. I hope y'all have a great weekend. Blessings off to you and your family. If you can fill a need this weekend and help somebody out in any way, look for opportunities to do that. Look for some sort of way to give. You talk about raising your frequency and getting to another level. Sometimes the secret to living is giving, my friends. So see where you can be a blessing in someone's lives, and you'll be blessed as well. So love y'all. Hope you guys have a great day. I'll be praying for you and your families, and enjoy the weekend. Peace.
Amen.
Later, G's. Rafi, Johnny Gems. OCOEE. Greenery. Later, guys. Peace. Have a great weekend. Peace.
Yeah. Hey. Hey. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I want my dog. Ay, birds of a feather, we gon' fly together. Ay, we gon' rock forever like it's heavy metal. I ain't Christopher Columbus, I would never settle. I ain't Lewis, I ain't Clark, I would never settle. God told me I'm Olympic, for real. Ay, seek the kingdom while you simping, for real. Why you talking, you should listen, for real. All this jaywalking got me limping, for real. Hey, jaywalking, hey, Jesus walking, hey, Jesus talking. Yo, big faith, yeah, I need a whole lot of that way, where I'm about to go like amigo. Can't see the vision, and you can't be me amigos. I call up my girl and then we pull up to the Rego. That's the only time we pay to see you acting way different. Way different, same book, but the pay's different. The pay's different. Is it cliche to say I'm lane switching? Well, I'm lane switching. Hold on, let me put my turner signal on, so they see me coming. They still can't see me coming. Only two things that I need is peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from up. They like, how he, who he, what is this? Hey, my studio is wherever I sit. Hey, I plug in the microphone and there you hear that click. Click, 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 click. It's a hit. Hey, way it hit them like, whoa, man. Hey, make them do the uh-oh, man. Hey, how you just came up with whoa, man. Flow electric, this is not a slow dance. Not a slow dance. We come together and we pray and hold hands. He give grace, so wherever grace lands. He paid the price, ain't have no escape plan. Yeah, no plan. Yeah, no plan. Actually, his plan was the plan, so he planned it. Ayy, set the bar high, he the code, so I scanned it. Ayy, we saving souls on the campus. Ayy, but this ain't no religion, we ain't following your antics. Ayy, thank you, Lord, I sit like a praying mantis. Enemy just tryna see me sink Titanic. Never out, but I'm outlanded. Even when I'm out, soon as I land. Back to the beach, back to the sand. Is back to the... Only two things that I need is peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above.
Rocky, hear your father, turn your cheek, don't fight. I'm rapping my tail off, I'm shipping the mail off. I'm getting my prayers off, taking my hands off. I wake in the morning, then get out the box like Kellogg's. So much from day to day, feel like a featherweight, gave it to God to take care of. Hey, few, I let go, let God. Let me go catch my red eye.
KB, that there 1K, tell them twin identical. Pride on minimal life behind these bars, my album criminal. I can't do subliminals, what you think is not this critical. Watch out, it'll go. Christ gon' trump your candidate body in this political. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I go petro, metro, retro, then I escrow my residuals. It's too formidable, them golden idols pitiful. I'm burning calves like elliptical, this is typical. Keep it minimal, teach you how to boy. I'm out here giving clinicals. Go hard as bicentennial, nothing mythical, need no rituals. Grace of God is on continual. My boy. I would never make it. They said I'd probably end up bitter in a cell. And from the way I used to act, I understand why you would say it, but I'm here to tell you now I'm doing well. I walked around like I didn't even have a purpose. With no direction, I was headed straight to hell. Until the king came down and my knees hit the ground. That's the only reason I'm doing well. I'm doing better than you could imagine. Picked up the book and I'm turning the chapter. Used to have Jeezy inside of the speakers and threw it away and replaced it with passes. Grandmama told me if you fill yourself up with garbage, it's probably what's gonna come out. I shrugged it off till I got a bit older, but now I know what she's talking about. That boy done changed up, but keep it real. Independent, I don't need a deal. God twang may be the trademark, but the living God is who made the seal. Supernatural, no Copperfield. Downside with the back of fields. When you're coming from the bottom, you ain't even gotta worry about the mud, cause you walk through it. Check my heels, my God gon' order my steps. You see, he taught me this lesson. If the bait ain't working on your hook, you need to switch up the method. There's people dying every day, folks down and out with depression. Gotta be the light inside the dark place, wake them up with the message. I know some folks who told me I would never make it. They said I'd probably end up bitter in a cell. And from the way I used to act, I understand why you would say it, but I'm here to tell you now I'm doing well. I walked around like I didn't even have a purpose. With no direction, I was headed straight to hell. Until the king came down and my knees hit the ground. That's the only reason I'm doing well. I'm doing everything that they said I couldn't, going everywhere that they said I wouldn't. My plate was empty till I met the Lord, then he filled it up cause he steady cooking. Defeated death and he gave me life. Killed the lust and gave me a wife. My heart was rotten, he cleaned it up, now I'm bare fruit, I'm truly right. Used to run around trying to ball, taking exits to elude the law. Locked down with no place to go, then he met me there and I got the call. Answer that, you gotta pick it up. I had an empty glass and he filled my cup. Pouring out to all the folks in need, that's all you need cause this is enough. Open it daily, gotta get your portion of bread. This world is sleeping on the truth, it's time to hop out of bed. I get it, I was there as well, so I live out what I said. But judgment's coming and we can't make it right after we're dead. I know some folks who told me I would never make it. They said I'd probably end up bitter in a cell. And from the way I used to act, I understand why you would say it, but I'm here to tell you now I'm doing well. I walked around like I didn't even have a purpose. With no direction, I was headed straight to hell. Until the king came down and my knees hit the ground. That's the only reason I'm doing well. I'm doing.
Days just feel the same. Why can't life just change? I've been trying to find my way. I'm tired of going through the motions. I was just trying to be down, now it's just time to be me. Now it's just time to be tired of going through the motions. I was just trying to be down, now it's just time to be me. Now it's just time to be tired of going through the motions. Trying to make it through a long day with a uniform for a shirt. So quick to lose inspiration when I'm clocking back into work. It could be worse. I ain't sleeping in the dirt. I've been going through the motions while I'm on this earth. What's it worth? All this time been passing. Feels like I'm losing passion. Please God, make something happen. It feels like nothing happens. I need changes for the better. I've been walking through the weather. I'm so used to saying never. Maybe never lasts forever. I don't know. Feel my pain when I go through the rain. Do you go through the same? Looking at them, now I gotta do me, boy, stay in my lane. I gotta live my life for the light, man, I can't wait. Yeah, I ain't going down the drain, tired of going through the motions. Days just feel the same. Why can't life just change? I've been trying to find my way. I'm tired of going through the motions. I was just trying to be down, now it's just time to be me. Now it's just time to be tired of going through the motions. I was just trying to be down, now it's just time to be me. Now it's just time to be tired of going through the motions. I got a Ford Focus, wish I had a Mercedes. Driving around the city, man, my schedule been crazy. I'm tired of being single, wish I had me a lady. I'm trying to find a promised land and someone gon' take me. Hey Chris, man, the world ain't really about you. It seems like you got something to prove. Yeah, I'm at a show, hop on the stage and go. I'm hearing a round of applause, but what if I lose my soul? All them long nights, lost in the hype, and we had to finish a song. Man, I've lost sight, looking at lights, I never let go of the phone. What if my whole life I missed the point, and then I end up alone? Emotions gon' make you a clone. Days just feel the same. Why can't life just change? I've been trying to find my way. I'm tired of going through the motions. I was just trying to be down, now it's just time to be me. Now it's just time to be me. Tired of going through the motions. I was just trying to be down, now it's just time to be me. Now it's just time to be me. I'm tired of going through the motions.
I don't take advice from anybody who gon' tell me how to do it if they never even did it right. These days I don't waste a minute of my time reminiscing on regrets of the past. That's a different life. These days I don't need nobody's validation. These days I don't need nobody's invitation. These days I don't tell nobody what I'm doing. I just do it. If I fail, keep it pushing till I get it right. Yeah, these days I've been wide awake, I never sleep late. Got a lot to do, I treat a Sunday like a weekday. Do it for my son, set the table, I need 3 plates. Have my cake and eat it, baby, don't forget the cheesecake. Got it, yeah, they know I got it. Confidence contagious, so the ones around me caught it. Everybody waiting on me, hoping I'ma drop it. I feel like all this weight is on me, still I'm never stopping. No, that is not a, yeah, pushing myself to the limit. I set a goal, but still I never feel enough when I get it. Cause when I go and all these feelings overflow to the ceiling, it's like a hole just open up and I don't know how to feel it. I tell them, look, I don't make mistakes, the mistakes made me. Drop songs when I write them, I don't wait 8 weeks. They do focus on the image now, but that ain't me. Lot of rats taking pics, that's why they say cheese. Lately I've been feeling like there's something off. A lot of friends used to show me love, ain't showing love at all. Yeah, only cheer me on when I was underdog. Running up the numbers, everybody keep on running off. Funny how they wanted me to win until I passed them. Now all of a sudden they be talking in the past tense. He was this, he was that, like I changed up, had a kid, I'm a dad, gotta make funds these days. Everybody focus on the he say and she say. Acting up and trying to make a scene like a screenplay. Try to be original but end up as a remake. Spend a lot of time thinking about how I'ma be great. I just stick to the plan. Yeah, I'm focused on the music, not a pick for the gram. Stay true to my supporters, yes, I did it for them. So even when I get hot, never switch on a fan. These days, I don't take advice from anybody who gon' tell me how to do it if they never even did it right. These days, I don't waste a minute of my time reminiscing on regrets of the past. That's a different life. These days, I don't need nobody's validation. These days, I don't need nobody's invitation. These days, I don't tell nobody what I'm doing. I just do it. If I fail, keep it pushing till I get it right.
I was down, but now I'm up. Yeah, this all God, this ain't no lie. Yeah, I used to be stuck in that mud. Whoa. Yeah, I was down, but now I'm up, 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 up. I was down, but now I'm up. Yeah, this all God, this ain't no lie. Yeah, I used to be stuck in that mud. Yeah, yeah, I was down, but now I'm up, 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 up. I was down, but now I'm up like my name Lazarus. No Satan gon' be mad at this. I had to ask my dad if it's okay to swing my bat at this. He said, boy, if I picture this out of the park, moving so quick it's like they stuck in park. They see the numbers, but I see the heart. 10,000 hours you spit in the dark, putting in good work, even though you didn't even know that it would work. Talking about a man who grew up in woodwork, do it for the love of it, that's the way it should work. Yeah, yeah. I know some people gon' look at me crazy and I'm like, for what? Man, I was stuck, I was down, but now I'm up. Yeah, this all God, this ain't no love. Yeah, I used to be stuck in that mud. Yeah, yeah, I was down, but now I'm up, 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 up. I was down, but now I'm
down, now I'm up like a seesaw. When I'm on a beat like an old man's lawn, better keep off. From the ground to the treetops, got clouds on my feet like Jack in the Beanstalk. Jumped off quick, went straight in a free fall. Cowboy hat and a mic singing yeehaw. Landed on my feet feet like a feline. Put them back in the seat like a recline. Ayy, what you mean I'm not worthy? Did it with a purpose, didn't need a permit. Digging from the bottom and I brought it to the surface. Mind your business now, who I worship. Who the little guy making big moves. Tick-tock, turn it to a tick, boom. Yeah, I talk a lot of stuff. Probably thought it was a bluff. Till I went and turned it where?
I was down, but now I'm
Let's go.
yeah. This all